Being it's Christmas Eve and all, let's talk about a Christmas classic. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well out there. And it's Christmas Eve. We're one day away from the big day, and we're going to discuss a Christmas classic, at least in my mind. But before we get into it, like, comment, subscribe. Join me here. I greatly would appreciate that. Click on the little notification bell. That way, every time I upload a video, you can come on over and see what the hell's going on over here. But today we're going to talk about 1954's White Christmas. Now, this is a little bit different change of pace for me. I don't normally talk about musicals. As a matter of fact, I never talk about musicals. I'm not a big fan of musicals, but this one I am, and we're going to discuss it today. This film stars Bing Crosby as Bob Wallace. He always was an entertainer, but when we meet him in the beginning of the film, he's in the Army during World War II. Danny Kaye plays Phil Davis. He is also a private in the Army. That's where we meet them at the beginning of the film. Rosemary Clooney is in this film as Betty Haynes, and Vera Ellen plays Judy Haynes. They're the Haynes sisters. They have an act. They travel from club to club across the country performing their songs. And right in the beginning of the film, we're thrown into World War II. It's Christmas Eve, and Bob Wallace and Phil Davis are putting on a Christmas show for the troops. And we come to find out that their troops are getting a new general. The general that's been with them all this time has been like a father figure to these guys, is getting retired by the Army. And Bob almost gets killed by a wall falling down, and Phil saves him. And Phil talks Bob into going into show business together, and they become huge across the country, perform musical acts in different nightclubs. They're a big deal at this time period. And they meet the Haynes sisters along the way, and they decide to go to Vermont with the Haynes sisters for Christmas. When they get there to this ski lodge, there's no snow. It's warmer than normal. And soon they find out that their ex-general owns this ski lodge, and that he's on the verge of bankruptcy and losing the ski lodge because they haven't had any snow. Nobody's coming there to ski. The lodge is pretty much empty. And pretty much the rest of the movie is them trying to help this general that they love, that they look up to as a father figure, try to keep his lodge and bring people in so he can make some money. And at the end of the film, they throw on this big Christmas Eve show for him, and they get as many troops that live in the New England area into this Vermont inn and remind him that he does mean something to the guys still, and they think about him all the time. And then the film ends with the classic song White Christmas. They pull the barn doors back behind him, and it's snowing out, and we get a magical Christmas ending. And it's just a fantastic, pretty positive film. Some people don't like older films, and this definitely isn't, obviously 54, it's an older film. It's in color, it looks gorgeous on high def. And there's a reason for that. We'll talk about that in a second. I've always liked this film. My mom and dad and my sister and I used to watch this when I was a kid. It's a movie I've grown up on. I've always enjoyed watching it. Is Christmas a big part of this film? Really not until the end of the film. I mean, it's called White Christmas, and really it all centers around that last performance of White Christmas at the end of the film, which has become iconic, and you've probably heard that version on your Amazon Music or Spotify Music play. If you listen to Christmas songs, I'm sure they've played that song. But it's a really well done movie. The sets are gorgeous. It's shot really nicely in Paramount's VistaVision widescreen, this was the first film shot in Paramount's VistaVision widescreen. And basically, it didn't make the screen wider, it made it taller. So later on, when they started remastering this film, it gave it more clarity, and it looks gorgeous in high def. The colors really pop. The sets look gorgeous. I mean, you could tell they're on a set, but they're so well done. And honestly, for somebody that's not a musical fan, the musical numbers are really well done. There's only one in the film I really don't like, and it's choreography. That's about 60% way through the film. It's the only musical number I don't care for. And Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye really did have really great chemistry, and they have great chemistry with the ladies here as well. Everybody seemed to have enjoyed themselves making this film. And like I said, this was the first film ever shot in Paramount's VistaVision widescreen. And this is the third movie in which Bing Crosby sang White Christmas. Holiday Inn, this is considered a sequel to Holiday Inn, kind of like a loose sequel, and Blue Skies. So this is the third film that he sang White Christmas in. And his version is my favorite version of this song. But if you've never seen this film, it's on Netflix, it's streaming, you can check it out in high def. It looks gorgeous at home, it sounds great, and it's just a fun Christmas film. Yeah, there's some drama in there as well, but it's a pretty positive movie about these guys who just want to help this ex-general out, who they look up to as a father figure when they see that he's down in his luck. And it's a great message for a Christmas film. It's nothing, we've seen it plenty of times since then, But this is a film that I grew up on. It's a film I continue to watch. I just watched it the other night. Matter of fact, I was going to review It's a Wonderful Life, but I called an audible and decided to do this film. We'll do It's a Wonderful Life next year because Christmas is tomorrow, and after that, nobody's going to want to watch a Christmas movie review. So, but yes, White Christmas. I would give White Christmas a 9.5 out of 10. I've always enjoyed this film. It's really well done. Really, my only really complaint about is that one dance number choreography. But other than that, it's a pretty damn good Christmas film. If you've never seen it, check it out. 9.5 out of 10 for White Christmas. Have you ever seen this film? Leave a comment down below. Let me know. Hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, share this video. I greatly would appreciate that. And to close out this review, I'd just like to say from my family to you and yours, have a very Merry Christmas. And I'll be back next week with my top movies of the 2021. Sorry, I'm back and going back in time, like Back to the Future here. And that's about it for next week until the new year. But I hope you all have a great holiday. I'll see you soon. Bye.